Hello there, Atomic Zambi. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for stopping by. Hello, good to see you. Yes, for sure, it has been quite a long time. I'm glad to hear you're good. Thank you so much for visiting us today. Getting everything set up real quick. Now, if I do remember, we're gonna be building my deck first. So, I wonder where I should put my avatar. It's also a little harder to see against all this white. Hmm. I guess I'll stick right here for now. Yeah, I'll stick right here. But I will actually look at my filters real quick and see if I can make this a little darker. No, I need to be darker. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, it's going to be a little hard to see you on the screen. You know what? Maybe I could just make this a little smaller. Oh, I actually need to physically move it. Oopsie poopsie. My bad, gamers. Whew, I want to give myself enough space on the screen to actually see this. No problem. I saw you pop up while I was doing errands. Lol, wanted to stop by. It is an honor to have you. What have you been up to in the past few months? I got myself into a relationship, and my job has been crazy. That's kind of the gist of it, really. Just fucking work has been crazy as hell, man. Alrighty, I'm going to be building a deck real quick, and we're going to be using cards I actually have, for the most part anyway. So, I do want to add the stuff I do have. So, we already have Tergrid. I might hold off on adding Braid's Cabal minion. Just all that life stuff I did have to get emergency surgery in January. Goodness gracious. I hope everything's okay now. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're hanging in there. It's really good to see you again. I'm glad that the surgery turned out well, I assume. It's all good and working. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Although I'm still sorry you had to go through that. That must have been very stressful. Alright, we're going to add Braid's Arisen Nightmare. That's going to be our first little creature. If I may ask, are you familiar with Magic the Gathering at all? It's okay if you aren't. I won't go on a whole rant. We're going to add one of my big win conditions here. We're going to put a Necropotence and a Bolas's Citadel in, although I'm wondering if I actually should go through with the Bolas's and the Necropotence stuff. Okay. We're going to put Tergrid aside. But yeah, right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting a deck together. It was a vacation, lol. I've played a little when I was with my ex, but I've been doing more D&D. I want to do D&D. I've always been curious. And I actually tried getting my IRL friends together to do Vampire the Masquerade, which is sort of like slightly easier D&D. Which is more about your character than the, I guess, stats. Which they're still important, but it's a little more casual friendly. Alright, so far we're adding all the stuff I definitely want to keep. I want to keep Kurik, son of Yawgmoth. What a fucking cool name, bro. And for such a good card, he's so cheap. Smallpox, gotta have Smallpox, otherwise I wouldn't be a good Tergrid player, lol. I can explain some of these too. I'm a mono black player, obviously. Look at me. What else would I play? I'm playing this creature as my main monster. It says, whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So imagine I play a card like this. Each player loses 1 life, discards a card, sacrifices a creature, then sacrifices a land. Right? I take a card out of your hand. Granted, you get to choose that one. You give me one of your mana, and you give me a monster that's already on your field. Unless it's, like, able to work around that, and it has, like, the can't be sacrificed tag. Oh my god. Awesome. Desolation. I really want to run this card. I may cut it, even though it's probably my like one of my favorites. This card is fucked up, okay? So you know how you have to tap your lands to get a mana? At the end of each turn, each player who tapped a land for mana during that turn sacrifices a land. If a white land was sacrificed in this way, Desolation deals 2 damage to that controller. So that last part isn't necessarily that important, but it is funny as just like a middle finger to white players. Because like everyone else loses their land, but white players will lose their land and take damage, okay? So basically, if I have Tergrid and Desolation out, no one wants to play anything. Because if they play anything, I'm going to get their mana, right? So, yeah, very fun stuff. Well, fun for me. I don't know about for others, but, you know. Alright, so, but this deck also kind of invites you to get bullied by everyone, but I kind of like that vibe. I'm going to add these cards first and then start explaining and removing. Bottomless Pit. Also, these titles are just so fucking sick. I love just how edgy all the black cards are. I actually don't know if I'm going to put Moonshadow in. We're going to put her aside for now. I don't actually know if I'm going to put Sacrifice in. I do want Toxic Deluge. But yeah, if I may ask, how's your D&D sesh going? Is it going okay? I do want a Sadistic Hypnotist. There we go. I want a Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Now, I bought a bunch of cards online recently, so I'm actually I'm hoping that I'm going to just add some of those in here, so I don't actually have all the cards, like, in my hand yet. But I will, eventually. It's great. My DM loves messing with you. Explain messing with you. I'm curious. Yay, we're having a little... I typed Dark Love. I meant to type Dark Deal. Oops. Now, Dark Love, that would be like a cool vampire card, yeah? Siphon Mind. I mean, I'm sure they have some things that are under those effects. He made me fight a Tarrasque level 1. I'm a bit of a noob. What's a Tarrasque? Sanitarium Skeleton. Return Sanitarium Skeleton from your graveyard to your hand. I don't know if I actually like this one as much as I like Gravecrawler. We're going to add him in because I bought him recently. We're going to put Warren Soul Trader in. These are some of the cards I don't have yet. Gravecrawler, Warren Soul Trader. God, what was the third part of that combo? Fuck! I'm like... Blood Artist, yeah. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Very big lizard. That's how I describe it. Okay, I got you. Go for the throat. Okay. That's a vampire card. Go for the throat. Go for the throat, go! Bogart Traveler. I think I will actually not play Bogart Traveler, and I will instead play Bogart Bog. Bogart Bog. Is it... Yeah, why can't I... I'll just do that one. Bogart Trawler, there we go. But I have the Bog in it. I'd look it up. Oh, alright, we'll look it up. Especially since we have, like, the internet right here. Ooh. Damn! This one looks sick, bro. This one, bro, this is awesome. Because this is, like, going for the demon and dinosaur vibe. I'm all for it. I'm very all for it. Oh, they have them in Magic! Or is this not real? No, that's a real card! Oh, okay. The Tarrasque has haste and ward as long as it was cast. Whenever the Tarrasque attacks, it fights target creature defending... What? Hold on. When the Tarrasque attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. Okay. So, if there's a blocking creature... Wait. No. This makes me think... I'm new to Magic, by the way, so I think that if something has, Defender tag on it, or Defender keyword, sorry, then you can choose to just kill it with the Tarrasque, which is pretty crazy. I mean, that's a lot of mana, but... You're getting a 10/10. Holy shit. And it's technically a board clear as long as you're attacking the turn you play it. I don't know if I want to keep this one yet, but I'm going to get Ophiomancer. This one I heard was just a good staple in general. Hi, Kokoro. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? I'm putting together a Magic the Gathering deck. Have you ever played? I'm good. How are you? Oh, man, I have been so busy. I missed you very much. I missed everyone very much, but, you know, it's just nice to see familiar faces after so long. I've been off for a minute, bro. I was just, like, taking a moment to myself, because, like, I got into a relationship, and I'm loving it. I love my partner. They're very sweet. But then my job also got, like, way crazier, so I was just like, I don't even have time for reality right now. Because, like, I just couldn't bring the good energy. I just had no good energy. And what good energy I did have was being spent on Ghost Gen. Because I really do love them, you know. Not to be performative on stream. But, yeah. Yes, with Ghost Gen. Y'all are so cute. Thank you. I'll let them know you said that later. I appreciate it. Bubbling Muck. I think I will use Bubbling Muck. Sorry, I don't mean to be all over the place. But yeah, what have you been up to? Where is Ghost Gen? They're on a little vacation right now. They're on a little vacation. I think I will keep reassembling Skeleton, just because he's easy to keep coming back. Keep getting, I mean. 16 cents? That's probably way less than what I paid for it. Holy shit. Bitter Triumph. Grief. So, my deck is like a combination of cards I like from other Tergrid players' decks and some staples. But what I'm hoping to do is, like, narrow down the deck and make it a little more consistent and practice some of the combos that are really cool. I'm at work, the usual. Is it going okay today, at least? Have you played Dead by Daylight this year? I haven't played since I was streaming last. Or I haven't played since, like, last year, unfortunately. Bloodghast. There we go. I don't have Cabal Minion in here. I don't want to use Zombify yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll use Diabolic Tutor. Only because I don't have $90 to buy a Demonic Tutor. Thank you for liking, you guys. Thank you. I actually don't know if I will use Tragic Fall. I might keep To the Slaughter. What a fucking awesome name. That sounds like it would be the name of like a mid-2010s like deathcore band. Like, Thy Dying Art, To the Slaughter, Thy Art is Murder. You know, shit like that. Sign in Blood. This one lets me draw a card, and then I pay in life. Now let's get Risky Shortcut. Oh, but I want to go back to my deck. This one also lets me draw 2 cards. And then everybody pays in life. Let's see here. Where is it again? I want to see that card. Draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Funny as fuck. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. It's just nice to have some more draw. I've honestly been on Rivals or V Rising. I wanted to play some V Rising. I've had that for a while. What do you think of it? Hero's Demise. Ha ha ha! We're not the heroes. We're the bad guys, gamers. Okay. I'm actually going to put Requiting Hex and the other guy aside. I'm going to get Bojuka Bog. Goated. Soul Ring, you gotta have it. Lightning Greaves. Okay. Arcane Signet. Gotta have that. Signet. There we go. Oh, it's so fun. It's multiplayer, but if you have the same console, so that's a downside. Oh, you're talking about V Rising. For a second, I thought you meant, what was I going to say? For a moment, I thought you meant Marvel Rivals. I was like, I thought that was crossplay or whatever. But no, I'm just crazy, sorry. Auntie sentence, target opponent reveals their hand. I choose a non-land permanent from it, then that player discards that card. I think I will keep that. Or target creature gets -2/-2. Honestly, you know, this one looks like a sleeper. But this card is kind of cool because I can either choose a card to discard from their hand or just kill a minion. That's pretty nice. Song of the Damned. I do want that because that would be nice to get some more mana. Alright, oh, and Baron Moore. Let's add Baron Moore. Some of these were cards that I bought on a budget. Alright, now I'm going to try to recollect the cards I bought online. But yeah, real quick, I wanted to ask, do you have like a big house in V Rising? Or like a big castle, sorry. Some of these I didn't continue to use. Dictate of Erebos. Very nice. I love this game. Alright, now I'm going to do my very best to add the cards off the top of my head that I bought. I know I've recently purchased like 40 other cards that I want to tinker with. So let's just do our best here. We're going to add Rotting Rats. We're going to add Sir Conrad the Grim. What was that other combo we're going to... I want Scourge. Was it Scourge Familiar? There it is. Necrotic Ooze. Necrotic Ooze. Animates Dead. Reanimate. There we go. How many cards is this so far? We have 4 artifacts, 6 instants, 5 enchantments, only 2 lands. We should probably add just other swamps too, because I don't think... Oh! I remember some of the other items. Geth Grimoire, Jet Medallion, Phyrexian Obliterator. Oops, I didn't want to go to that one. I've honestly been on Rivals. I'm at work the usual. Is work going okay for you, Kokoro? I sure hope so. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on Pox. I want to re-enter Phyrexian Obliterator again. Obliterator. There we go. Trying to remember if I don't think I bought any special lands right now. No. So I'm just going to add Swamp to my hand. And then we're just going to multiply Swamp by 35. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to go up to 35 here because I think I only have... Oh, let's go to 34 because I also have that Bogart Bog. Now remember, guys, I'm a noob, so I'm playing with more lands than other people would. Okay. Yeah, 37 including MDFC, and that's my, God, where is it? The Bogart Trawler. I'm going to transform that so that it's this one. KKK. I almost wish I could look at my eBay right now, but we're actually going to look at this other deck over here. I know I have a Bloodghast, so we'll add that. I think I did. No, yes, I did. Okay, cool. Then we're going to add a Cryptghast. There's another one. That one should be coming in today. Hello there, Balmer. Long time no see. A pleasure to see you. Have you been eating your pickles and Cheetos? I sure hope so. Let's see here. There was something I just wanted to pull up, but I'm too stupid to remember. Bro, I'm too stupid to remember. Hell yeah, I have. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Torment of Hailfire. I'm definitely getting that spell later. Because they have one at my LGS. So I'm going to go get that. Now, I'm going to play with less enchantments and artifacts. Or maybe just less artifacts. Sorry, I may want more enchantments. I do have Animate's Dead. I just got that today. Cool, cool, cool. Gonna put that to the side. Now, some of these are instants and some of these are sorceries. I have 37 lands. Huggies, thank you. Did you have a good day today? 100 minus 37. That's 63. I have room for 63 cards. How many cards do we already have, including our commander? So that's 1 plus 1, that's 2, plus 19, plus 12, plus 6, plus 6, plus 5. So we have room for 13 more cards, it seems. These are all cards I'm almost certain I will play. I feel like I could beef up some of these a little bit more. So let's take a... Oh, yeah, Cabal and Dark Ritual. Of course. Apologies, gamers. I put Cabal instead of Cabal. I miss Magic. Oh, you played Magic? Did you have a favorite color? I'm obviously playing a black deck. I'm playing Tergrid. I can give you the down low on what this deck does in a moment. Are you familiar with Tergrid? I don't want to ramble your ear off if you already are. Rankle and Plague Crafter are coming in as well. I have to add those. Dark Ritual. Rankle. Okay. Now, all of these other ones, I don't have a Blood Pet yet, and I did buy that. Not really. Tell me. Okay, thank you for asking. Tergrid. This is a toxic card. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, or discards a permanent card, so either of them, you may put that card from a graveyard under the battlefield under your control. So, for example, let's say I cast this card right here, Smallpox, while Tergrid is out on the field. It says each player loses 1 life, discards a card, sacrifices a creature, then sacrifices a land. So if I play this with Tergrid out, that means 3 of the 4 players, which is because it's not including me, give me a minion from their field, a land, and then a card from their hand. Now, they can't give me spells and instants because that doesn't work with her. But if it's something that stays on the battlefield, I basically just go like, yoink, and I put it on my side. And so, that's a lot of fun. I played Hearthstone for a long time, and obviously I really liked the Warlock. That whole class is about kind of sacrificing for tempo gain or just to go faster. Black is kind of like that in this game too, but when you tell me that I can make other people discard cards and then I can take them, bro, as a Hearthstone player, that's so cracked. Because in Hearthstone, only the Warlock really discards cards unless you're using like specific legendaries or something like that. And it's not that good anymore. It's not that good to just throw the shit out of your hand. You kind of want to get more things in your hand, not the other way around. So that playstyle is almost not even effective anymore. Whereas in Magic, there's a lot of room for a lot of things. So that's very nice. Did I add Dark Ritual? I did, but I did not add Cabal Ritual. Oopsie. So there's 2 combos I learned about. I did not want these Cordyceps excisions. This is okay. For a second I was confused, but this is just Cabal Ritual. But I was mistaken. So the game plan is to sort of use Tergrid to stall and steal while my real win condition is in the deck. I haven't practiced it yet, but let me give you the idea. So ideally, at some point, I want to get Warren Soul Trader, Blood Artist, and Gravecrawler onto the field. What happens is Warren Soul Trader pays a life to sacrifice another creature, and then that creates a treasure token, which is basically like a temporary mana that can be any color, right? Then we have Blood Artist. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. So that means any creature, including yours, which you can choose to sacrifice, right? Then Gravecrawler. This creature can't block. You may cast this card from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. What's the other zombie? The Warren Soul Trader. This is a goblin zombie. So, what you want to do with this combo is have them all on the board, and then you can create a sacrifice infinite loop, right? Because you pay 1 life to sacrifice a creature and get a black mana, and then Gravecrawler can be played from dead with a black mana. And then whenever a creature dies, Blood Artist triggers, dealing 1 damage to a player and healing you for 1. You could technically do this infinitely if no one stops you. So if you catch everyone with a bad hand, especially one that you made them all discard with one of your bullshit spells, then in theory, you could just machine gun the rest of the players on the board down, right? The second combo I'm really looking forward to is with Scourge Familiar. Oh, I need Asmodeus, the Archfiend. We actually don't want to play Asmodeus ever from our hand. We just want to discard him, right? So we're going to go to Scourge. He's flying. We can play him. And he has an ability where if we discard a card, we get mana, right? Ideally, though, we want him dead and Asmodeus dead and in our graveyard, so that way when we play Necrotic Ooze, as long as Necrotic Ooze is on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all creature cards in all graveyards, right? So technically I could do other people's graveyards too, but for the sake of this, I'm just talking about these 3. So, hi Perry, thank you for stopping by. I'm building my Magic deck. You doing okay, bro? So, oh no, I'm also explaining this badass combo you can do. So, with Scourge and Asmodeus in your graveyard, you discard a card by using an ability to add mana, right? And then you can trigger Asmodeus by doing this to draw 7 cards for 3 mana. So what you want to do is get Asmodeus and Scourge into the graveyard, play Necrotic Ooze, and trigger their abilities from the graveyard without ever having to have paid the mana to play them. So then what you do is you discard a card, you get a mana. You discard a card, you get a mana. You discard a card, you get a mana. You pay 3 mana to draw 7 cards, and then you repeat this process, right? Which is really, 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 really cool. I still need to do a little bit more research on that one specifically, but I'm just putting this together for the time being. We're going to put an Accursed Marauder in there. Are you doing okay today, Perry? Did you have a nice day? Did you hit the bong? Oh yeah, and Bomber, I'm sorry, I forgot to say the get bombed. I forgot to do your tagline. Sorry about that. But there you go. Oh, Deadly Rollick. I actually don't have Deadly Rollick, but I want it. I also am gonna put in Snuff Out and Soul Shatter into my deck. Very nice deck. Hee hee, get bombed. Hell yeah. Thank you. It's been forever. Soul Shatter. I'm trying to put in cards I've actually purchased, even if they're not here yet. Deadly Rollick. I am gonna get that card eventually, though. Alright, so let's do the math here. 37 lands, plus 2 of these guys, plus 23, plus 12, plus 11, plus 6, plus 5, 4. We have room for 4 more cards. I see, I see, I see. Well, we don't actually have... Let me see how many 1-mana minions we have again. We have Rotting Rats, which is 2. Ophiomancer, that's 3. This is a bit of a top-heavy deck. I could go for more minions. Let's look up a Cursed Marauder. Oh, I already had one. Oh, and he's 2 mana. Got you. Remove 1. Did I add a Cryptghast? I don't think I did. What the frick? Well, I gotta get my Cryptghast, bruh. It's got Ghast in the name. Unironically, though, these Ghast cards are just happen to be nice, because there's Bloodghast and then Cryptghast. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay whatever. That one's not important. But whenever I tap a swamp for mana, I get an additional swamp. So basically every black land is 2 black lands that I get to use. So the idea is to like get this guy out as soon as possible so that I start doubling my mana and like playing crazy shit. Going horde. But yeah, usually I get focused down pretty quickly. Oh my god, I had this crazy game with my friends last night where... God, what was it? We all had a pretty decent board, and then they were playing Vincent Valentine. They did some kind of board clear where it killed everything that was like a weaker minion, which was all of my minions. And then that caused their commander to go from like 10 damage to 33 damage. And then they instantly killed me. Like, they just removed the board and then, like, one-shot me. I was the highest health person in the game. And I was, like, doing okay. And then I got one-shotted. Fucking mental. Absolutely mental, bruv. Oh... Now, I am playing with a lot more lands than some people like to play with. I have Rotting Rats, Reassembling Skeleton, Bloodghast is pretty cheap, Blood Artist is pretty cheap, but I could really go... Is there like a 1-mana? Mono, black, 1-mana minions. I'm wondering if they even have anything that... I mean, they had the Blood Pet. Ooh, I could put Sephiroth in here. He's only 3 mana. Maybe I should look for cheaper ones, though. I do have Jet Medallion. That could make things cheaper. Now, let me look at this deck. I wonder... So, some of these are more for practicality. Like this Massacre Worm right here. Whenever this creature enters, it basically does 2 damage to all minions that are owned by the opponent. And whenever a creature an opponent control dies, that player loses 2 life. So this could sort of bomb the board, but it's like really expensive. It's 6 mana. So even though I really want to play with this, and it's sort of a staple in black decks in general, I feel like I should cut it. Oh, I haven't added the Haunt of Hightower. That's another card I'm waiting on. Let me see here. The Haunt of Hightower. 6 mana. Yeah, these are all quite expensive. Although I do have some cheaper early game ones as well. What are my enchantments? Bottomless Pit, Desolation. Wait, why do I have Ellie's Rage whenever you could... What is this card? Huh? I'm confused, though, because I think that this is an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies... Oh, this is a Dictate of Erebos, but for some reason it's Ellie's Rage. Why the fuck is it Ellie's Rage? This is confusing me, bro. Switch printing. Yeah, bro. Give me just the Pioneer Masters. Thank you. And then, same thing for Cordyceps. This shit confused me. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to pull up a separate deck that I have. This one is a bit of a Sweatlord deck, apparently. But I just want to double check the minions in it and see if there's any that I did buy, because I bought quite a few that fit the theme of the deck. Waste Not. Definitely give me Waste Not. Okay. Goodness gracious. Maybe I should keep Sacrifice. I don't know. I feel like I could use a much nicer card, though. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Fell the Profane. I just have Fell. Choose target creature. You lose 2 life until end of turn. That creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Now that could be fun. I just don't have it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good on running slightly fewer artifacts. I wonder if I have room for Shieldred in here, but she's so expensive. A lot of these cards are kind of expensive now that I'm looking at them. Torment of Hailfire, got that one. This is the first one I've technically put together on my own, with a combination of cards that I know sort of go with the deck and some combos that could go with the deck. Also, sorry if this was late, but it was cool to hear about the Tarask earlier. Maybe do I need more enchantments? I feel like I'm missing an enchantment of some kind. I do have Waste Not. Let's look at the enchantments. Bandit's Talent I could use. I actually got that card. I don't remember if I got Kaya's Ghost form. I did get Death Cloud, but I don't know if I should put it in right now, because that would make my deck, I think, higher bracket than it needs to be right now. How many game changers is this? It's just 3. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to do a double check on how many cards this is. 2 plus 25 plus 12 plus 11 plus 6 plus 6 plus 37. No, 36, because I already included a card. I have room for 2 more. Well, I don't have room for Death Cloud or Braid's Cabal minion right now. Oh, yeah. Do I have Reanimate? I kind of need Reanimate. Oops. Okay, I do have a Reanimate. Nice. I already have a Mind Slicer. Fuck it. What if I just put the other 2 Shieldrids in? And I just promise to myself that I buy them later. Oh, yeah, let's get both Shieldrids. I mean, that's probably not meta. But yeah. Alright, my first deck ever that I've technically built with cards that I own or will buy soon. So this could be a little bit cleaner. I feel like I could get rid of Fel. I'm tempted to actually redo some of my sorceries because some of these are for draw. Fel is just to destroy a creature, but I did get it in foil IRL and it was cheap, just like out of a pack, so that's nice. I don't know if I need Risky Shortcut. It would be nice. I think I'm missing a spell here somewhere. Let me see if this is enough cards. Yes, I now have 100 cards. Got you. Alright, so I'm going to export this to, what do you call it? My game here real quick. And I'm just going to look at this real quick in the game. Thank you all for sitting through that with me. Now, I will probably do some more fine-tuning with this. I might remove the draw cards and some of the other stuff. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Tabletop Simulator and open my deck. And I'm just going to play around with it a little bit. Where is my deck? Oh, I think it's because it's private. Oops, let me... There we go. Now let's try to import it. Huh. I need to get the link again because it wasn't public before. I made it public just now. Come on, bro. Come on. Moxfield. Alright, I've just copied it instead of doing the other thing. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do a random mulligan and let's see what cards we got. That is a lot of swamps. Let's try that again. That is also a lot of swamps. Holy shit. And Arcane Signet again? Maybe this is too many swamps. I don't know. Maybe I do want this many? Well, I at least almost consistently have mana and... Okay, this is actually a decent hand. I should have... This wouldn't have been possible if I had gone with Fate because I would have had to remove some cards. But, yeah, I'm just, like, going to try to practice here and go with some of these cards until I make a mistake or something. So, I play a swamp, I end my turn, I untap, I draw. I play a swamp. And then I tap both of them to play a Cursed Marauder. Each player sacrifices a non-creature token. I haven't played a creature yet. But if there were other players doing their thing, they would have maybe played a creature and then they would be dead by now. So that's actually quite nice. Turn ends, upkeep, draw, whatever. I play a swamp. I can't play Phyrexian Obliterator though. Because he's only swamps. That's crazy. I just realized that. So I can't early play him with Soul Ring. Read you loud and clear. I need to fix that with my avatar real quick. Pull myself over. Okay. I played a swamp. Do I do anything? No, but that's okay because I untap, I draw. I play a swamp, I tap a swamp to play a Soul Ring, I tap the Soul Ring for 2 mana, then I tap the other 3 to get Tergrid out. So that's like turn 4 Tergrid, nice. I play a swamp, I tap these 4 to play Phyrexian Obliterator, blah blah blah. No, that's stupid. What I should have done here is only pay these 3 to play Dark Deal, because then all the current players discard our hands. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I should have done that first. Well, then I would discard these, and then everyone gives me what they have in their hand. And then we all draw back how many cards we discarded -1. So I would draw these 2 cards in addition to whatever the opponents play on my field right now. And then I guess like at the very end I would untap, draw, probably tap all of those. Like 4 it says, yeah. And then 3 life counters, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, so that anytime I have a black card that would only cost life instead of black if I chose to. So for example, I could play Blood Artist for 2 life. Or no. Each black and a costume I pay 2 life. Okay, so I would still have to pay that 1 mana, but then I would pay 2 life. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm going to restart that one now, since I did make a mistake and I did get to Tergrid early. Reset? And then I'm going to take these and shuffle my deck up again. Wait, it says only 78 in my deck. Why is that? There is a mistake here. Oh! There was a big mistake here. Oopsie poopsie. Let me go to the menu real quick. No wonder it was feeling a little weird. It didn't export all of my cards. I'm going to copy them all manually like that. And I'm just going to restart my game real quick. Okay. I don't like this baby music they have at the menu theme. It should be freaking awesome metal music, bro. Okay. Gonna build my deck this way. This time we have all the cards. Wonderful. We're gonna get Tergrid out. Put our tokens away right here. Alright, then we're gonna do a mulligan. We get our hand. That is a lot of mana. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is a much more acceptable hand because I at least have some things I can play, right? So we're going to go with our first turn. We're going to play a swamp. I can't play anything this turn, But we're going to give up our turn, untap, draw. We get Snuff out. If you control a swamp, you may pay 4 life rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Okay, cool. I play a land, and then I tap both for reassembling skeleton. I don't really care what happens to him, I'm going to be honest, guys, but if he dies, that's okay, because we can play him from our graveyard again. I play another swamp, and then I play Waste Not, Want Not early. So whenever an opponent discards a land card, add 2 black mana to my mana pool. That's crazy. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature or non-land card, draw a card. Okay. You know, before I didn't read the whole card. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can see why they were recommending putting that in. Very nice. Then I would end my turn. I untap. I draw a card. I play a swamp. I tap a swamp to get a Soul Ring out. I tap the Soul Ring. That's 2 mana. I play 5 mana to get Tergrid on the field instantly. Untap. Next turn. I play all 4 of my cards to play Siphon Mind. Each player discards a card. You draw a card for each card discarded that way. So we would be, in theory, getting those 3 cards discarded if they weren't sorceries or instants on my battlefield here with Tergrid. And then for the 3 cards that got, if they were a land that was discarded, I get land added to my, what? Okay, I don't think anyone would discard a land to me then. But whenever they discard a non-creature, non-land card, I draw a card. So let's say they did that. I'm going to draw 3 here. Wow. Okay, coolio. Then I end my turn. I pass. I draw a card. Huh. I play a swamp. That's 6 mana, and I only have... Oh, I do? Okay, cool. I play 2, 4 generic, and then 2 black to play Haunt of Hightower. The Haunt of Hightower attacks a defending player, discards a card. Gotcha, gotcha. So that just helps her in general later. We're going to do one more turn here. I untap, I draw a card. And then I'm going to tap the Soul Ring and a Swamp for generic, and then 3 other swamps to play Bolas's Citadel. I'm going to look at the top card of my library. I'm going to play it for the life cost. So it's for the converted mana cost, so that's just going to be 3 mana. And that's going to cause each opponent to sacrifice a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted cost among creatures and planeswalkers. So basically, this would cause everyone to kill their strongest mana costing character, like monster, which would usually be their commanders. I wouldn't get those, but it would remove them. And if it wasn't a commander, I would get those. That's crazy. And since Bolas's Citadel is out, I can keep doing this. So, I get a land. I'm just going to leave that up top. I end my turn. I untap. I draw the land I looked at. I play the land. I'm going to take a little peek again. Rankle. I'm going to play Rankle for 4 life. That's great. He helps out Tergrid a lot. Let's gamble again. I'm doing this without Necropotence. That's a card that's supposed to synergize with this. So right now I'm technically just gambling for fun. I draw a card. I get Braid's Arisen Nightmare for 3 life. I get Sheoldred the Whispering One for 4 life. Oh my god, this is so... I play the Gravecrawler for 1 life. I can't play anymore because I don't... That's a land. So oh... That was awesome. I mean, obviously, this is just to see how it works. I would be facing opposition, realistically speaking. But yeah, that turn alone, playing, oh my god, Rankle, Braids, and Shieldred back to back with the Bolus is so sexy. And I haven't even paid my mana yet, so you know what? We're gonna pay our mana before we end this little goldfish session. That's 3, 4, 5 generic and 2 swamps to play the other Shieldred. And then we'll end the game there. Thank you to the few people who came by to help me do this. Or, I mean, not help, but just to watch me do this. I wanted to do this anyway. And I also wanted to keep my stream daily, so, yeah. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and thank you very much for stopping by. I hope anyone who happens to watch this enjoys all the pretty, icky, yucky monsters and the cool items. But yeah, doink. I hope you guys have a good evening. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.